നമുക്കിന്ന് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളത് തിയറം 3.5 ആണ്. 3.5. The theorem says that if x is greater than or equal to 1, alpha is greater than 0, and alpha not equal to 1, we have the summation n less than or equal to x, sigma alpha of n is equal to uh, theta of alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1 times x raised to alpha plus 1 plus O of x raised to beta, where this beta is nothing but the maximum of 1 and alpha. Okay, so this is what we have to prove today. We start proof. We start with the letter sigma n less than or equal to x, sigma alpha of n, that is equal to, first we write the sigma alpha of n as sigma q divides n q of q raised to alpha. So that will be sigma n less than or equal to x. This will be again a sigma q divides n q raised to alpha, and this is equal to, this can be written as sigma d less than or equal to x, and sigma q less than or equal to x by d q raised to alpha. This is already discussed in the previous theorem. So, what is the consequence of this? So, when we write this as sigma d less than or equal to x, and the summation can be written as by using the b part, sorry, using the d part of the applications of Euler's summation formula, we can write this as 1 by alpha plus 1 times x by d times alpha plus 1 plus O of x raised to alpha divided by d raised to alpha. So we need to distribute the summation again. That is equal to summation d less than or equal to x. Uh, this summation can be distributed to this. So that will be written as x raised to alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1 times d raised to alpha plus 1, and that if the summation distributed over this, we can write it as O of uh, summation d less than or equal to x, x raised to alpha by d raised to alpha. Okay, we know that the summation and sigma can be interchanged. So this will be equal to, from this you can take this x raised to alpha plus 1, and from the denominator we can take this alpha plus 1 out. So that will be x raised to alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1 uh, with summation d less than or equal to x, 1 by d raised to alpha plus 1 plus O of, this can be written as x raised to alpha can be taken out, then the remaining will be summation d less than or equal to x, uh, 1 by d raised to alpha. Okay, now that is equal to x raised to alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1. We can again use this summation as the asymptotic formula, that is nothing but the b part, that can be written as x raised to minus alpha divided by minus alpha plus theta of alpha plus 1 plus O of x raised to minus alpha minus 1. Okay. Then we have plus O of x raised to alpha. Here we can again apply the b part, that will give uh, x raised to 1 minus alpha divided by 1 minus alpha plus theta of alpha plus O of x raised to minus alpha. Okay. Now we consider the first bracket. When we multiply or distribute this term to the bracket, we will get the first term will be uh, x to the power 1 divided by minus alpha into alpha plus 1. So that can be written as a function with order of x. And the next will be uh, theta of alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1 times x raised to alpha plus 1. That is the second term. In the third term, we have x raised to alpha plus 1 into x raised to minus alpha minus 1. So that can be cancelled. So that will be 1 by alpha plus 1. So that is nothing but a function of the form or domination 1. Then we have O of these much terms. Okay. So how do you distribute this one? When you distribute this, then you will get the this x raised to alpha can be cancelled. So you will get x over here, x by 1 minus alpha. So that can be written as again a function of order x. And this will be a function of order x raised to alpha by multiplying with this x raised to alpha. When you multiply this x raised to alpha to this term, you will get a function of order 1. So this can be, this bracket can be written as O of uh, 1 plus O of x raised to 1 plus O of x raised to, sorry, this will be of x raised to alpha, and this will be of x raised to 0. That is nothing but of x raised to 1. So when we consider this bracket, we know that this of course, the 0 is all this. The power of x here is 0, and here the power of x is again 0. So that can be considered as a of 1, and this is again of 1. So you will get these two terms together constitute of 1. Then we need to consider these two, of 1 and of x raised to alpha. So if alpha is greater than 0, we can say that this is of x raised to alpha. Okay? Because this term can be considered as x raised to 0 again. So among this alpha is greater than all these powers. So this whole quantity can be written as O of x raised to alpha. Consequently, this O of x raised to alpha will be O of x raised to alpha. Okay, so we have when we consider this term, we have O of x here, O of x raised to 0 here. This can be translated to O of x raised to alpha. Among these, we need to consider the domination function. So we need to consider the functions right here x raised to 0 and x raised to 1 and x raised to alpha. That is x raised to 1 is this, x raised to 0 is this, and x raised to this can be written as of x raised to alpha. So among this we need to collect the dominating one. So if alpha is greater than 1, then this will dominate. Okay? Otherwise this term will dominate. So we need to consider the domination by assessing the values of this 1 and alpha. Okay? So if we put some beta as the maximum of uh, 1 and alpha, we can say that x raised to beta dominates among this. Okay? So this can be written as this is equal to theta of alpha plus 1 divided by alpha plus 1 times x raised to alpha plus 1 plus O x raised to beta. What is beta here? Beta is nothing but the maximum of 1 and alpha. Okay, then these three terms of x, of 1, of x raised to alpha. This can be written as whole quantity can be written as O of x raised to alpha. So you can replace these three quantity by O of x raised to beta, where beta is the maximum of this. Okay, this is what we have to